Welcome to Strategic Alignment, ensuring long-term profitability in multi-brand franchising, where three industry leaders delve into the intricacies of multi-unit and multi-brand ownership. Join Jeff Bannon and Greg Sisa, succession planners at the Rawls Group, along with Nate Riordan, founder of West Coast Franchise Law, as they explore a wide range of topics, from franchise approval and crucial nuances to consider before finalizing business agreements, to business structures, exit transition strategies, and estate plans. This series covers it all. In the franchise world, the franchisor is not just a business partner, but also a key player in all your franchise ventures.
I've had clients play with management agreements where they've got one top entity that manages the franchisors, the franchisee entities, and they'll pull up some G&A up into the management company, and you do need the franchisor's blessing to do that if you're going to have that kind of relationship. Done right, it does allow for some proper bonusing getting pulled up to the management company level, and you can bonus people across the organization without necessarily connecting them directly to that franchise operation that maybe they shouldn't be touching. And when I say this, I mean this. My goal in doing these things and setting these things up is that if I sat down with anybody who was looking askance at what we're doing, I would say, no, here's exactly what we did. Here's exactly what we're doing, and here's why we're doing it, and it would be fine. So I'm not suggesting that we should slip people in and not tell anybody, but it can be a creative and effective way to give people the opportunity to benefit from some value that they're bringing that's not just on one side of operations, but that goes across to the other. What do you guys do with that kind of thing?
Yeah, no, that's let me start by saying most of the organizations we work with have a very small number of people who either currently have the awareness of the entire organization or have the capacity to think from a business owner's mindset, get their arms around the entire organization. Key to succession is identifying who are those individuals that have that ability and motivation to take on a global view of the organization. When you identify those people, what you just identified is essentially your succession bridge. And it says, if I'm gone tomorrow, at least I know that there's 3 or 4 people capable of looking at the whole business and effectively governing it. Now, how those individuals are formalized, whether that's through a management company ownership and they're compensated based on the performance of the entire corporation through a management company, or sometimes it's non-qualified deferred comp plans that could be established to reward them based on the performance of the whole company, and they're just at a board of directors level. But the formation of that type of structure of more than one person who can get their arms around the organization is critical. And a lot of times with our clients, we'll see that the intended family successor might be 5 to 10 years away from just an educational experience and an experience point of view to be able to sit in that chair and see it, which means that the organization is highly dependent upon those individuals who have that ability to look at it globally. And so, you reference a management company, that's very common as you continue to expand. But there's lots of options. And I think for any organization, particularly as you grow, is to be able to answer the why are we growing to those key people. What does this mean to the company? What's the debt taking on? What's the franchisor relationships look like? So that you have more than one person who understands the why behind it, the how behind it, and the direction we intend to take going forward, which I think comes all the way back to the conversation about strategy, right? You get those people in the room who buy into a strategy to achieve some vision. And then you kind of look at the people involved in the organization itself, and you back into that structure that you need to make this work.
This is only one out of our 8-episode series focused on ensuring long-term profitability in multi-brand franchising. Continue listening to the series now or come back for more. Each topic featured may want you to learn something new. Succession planning allows you to create more control over the future you envision by proactively addressing possible, probable, and potential issues impacting your long-term goals. You can create many options at your fingertips. Do you have a question you want to discuss with an expert? Feel free to reach out directly to Jeff, Greg, or Nate at the email addresses listed on the screen. Strategic alignment, ensuring long-term profitability in multi-brand franchising, is a part of the Rawls Group's Advancing Your Business, People, and Legacy Conversation series.